Hey guys, it's NCSFan001 here, working the road to my 485th Platinum Trophy. Today's game is Wolfenstein Youngblood. So this is one of the more recent entries in the Wolfenstein franchise. It's technically the most recent along with, what's it called, Wolfenstein Cyberpilot, the sort of spin-off. There is our level up, just waiting for that to happen, because that's the last trophy I needed, is to not reach a specific level, but to obtain enough ability points to unlock all of the abilities. So let's go ahead and get the last trophy unlocked. I believe it's this last power upgrade for crushing. And there we go, that's our last trophy. Now I will say, this game sometimes has really bad trophy delay, like more so than I would have expected. Not like PS3 or Black Ops 3 level trophy delay, and I mean that one appeared still within a few seconds. So, Jess, you're just going to have to sit there and take this for a while I go ahead and sync up our trophies and take a look at our list here. So, Wolfenstein Youngblood is a fairly easy Platinum trophy. It's definitely on probably the easiest of the Wolfenstein games in terms of actual true difficulty. But this game is a grind, and that is really unfortunate because it's also one of the worst Wolfenstein games, at least in the modern era on like PS4, because New Order is fantastic, Old Blood's okay, New Colossus is really good, Cyberpilot looks like it could be fun, but haven't played it yet. But this game, it drags on because it's just not, like, the characters aren't the most interesting, the story isn't the most interesting. I mean, the characters are really a big problem of it, is because the characters and the dialogue and everything is so cringy in this game, and you guys have seen the memes and the videos of it out there. It's very accurate. But it is a fairly rare Platinum on here, and it's only about a 13-14% on PSNProfiles. So to get the Platinum, you have a lot of miscellaneous trophies, including one multiplayer trophy. You have to finish a single mission with a co-op player. Many players will get this naturally, especially if you're trying to have a little bit more fun with the game, maybe. So it took me about, a little over a month to get this Platinum, just playing on and off. It took me around 37 to 38 hours to get the Platinum. You probably could have done it a little bit faster. Killing 500 enemies, 20 drones are both easy. The charging super soldaten, you just have to get them down to a low health and then just pound them with the laser rifle, the laser Kraftwerk, while they're charging at you. The explosives is pretty tough to miss, especially with the diesel gun. Then 50 enemies with thrown weapons, that's pretty much needed for stealth stuff, along with stealthily killing 50 enemies is pretty unmissable, even though stealth is kind of useless in this game compared to the previous ones, which is unfortunate, because they just hear you way too easily and still, like, see you pretty easily. 75 enemies with takedowns is a little bit of a grind, but not difficult. 100,000 shots is a lot in this. Like, this is gonna be one of the last trophies you get, but it's not, like, difficult by any means. 250 loot supplies is going to come naturally very early on. Goring enemies is going to come naturally while you're grinding for everything. Getting revived or revived 25 times is pretty much unmissable. The code locks is unmissable. All the missions, there aren't a whole lot of single-player, like, campaign mission. Well, I don't know where I was going with that. Actual story missions is what I meant. But there are quite a few side missions to go through that are all a bit repetitive and take you back to the same areas over and over. Like, this game had potential being, you know, pretty much an open-world game, but it unfortunately squandered it in a number of places. 50 kills while airborne is a bit of a grind because you have to jump to do it. Stealth killing super soldiers is pretty easy. 100 kills while dual-wielding shouldn't be a problem, though there's only a couple weapons you can dual-wield. This one's unmissable. It's just use the most effective weapon on certain enemies, so yes, it did take me a little over a month. Took a hammer weapon away. You're going to have to do this to get all the weapons upgraded. The crush ability kills is a little bit grindy, but pretty easy. This one I thought might have been a little more difficult, but I got it naturally, so it shouldn't be much of a problem. 100 pep signals is very easy. It's just up on the D-pad, and it gives you, you know, an extra ability. Fully upgrading any weapons brand, you're going to get this while going for all the upgrade trophies. You have to obtain all improved weapon upgrades. This is one of the few major grinds in this game because you have to get around 140,000 coins to buy all of the weapons upgrades. So this does take some time, it does take some grinding, but it's not really difficult grinding because once you get pretty well upgraded with your gear, the very hard difficulty is really not even that hard. Challenging isn't really quite worth it because it does up the difficulty a little bit more and just makes it take a lot longer to get through anything. So I would suggest just playing on very hard once you are going into the grinding phase, and you'll probably be okay. You have to obtain all the abilities in the game, which requires you to reach level 92. Now, some people have said that there are other ways to do it, like a little bit faster, like to get extra skill points, but I didn't find any way to do that. So you may just have to reach level 92. This was my final trophy. You have to obtain power armor skins, which requires money. These are story-related trophies, as are these and this one, and really a lot of those are, everything through there is story-related. The supply crates is pretty much unmissable. The red supply crates are collectible. This is a random collectible in one area of the game. The cassette tapes, readables, floppy disks, 3D glasses are all collectibles. The coins are unmissable while going for the other stuff. The undergrounds are unmissable while going for all the missions. That's another collectible type. Then you have to achieve Mastery Level 10 with all the weapons in the game, which gets you all the way through here. This is a very time-consuming grind as well, because getting to level 10 does take a while, and it requires you to constantly have ammo for the hammer weapons, which is a little bit harder to find. Because while there is a trophy specifically for getting level 10 with any hammer weapon, you do have to reach level 10 with all the hammer weapons in this game. So, and there's 4 of them, unfortunately, so that does take some time. This whole series right here is a bit of a grind, but I got through all the weapons and all the upgrades to level 10. I got through all of that, and I was still only around, like, level 87, so I still had to do some grinding. For the XP grinding, I would highly suggest playing the very first mission in stealth on either very hard or on challenging if you feel confident, because challenging will get you a little more XP. That's probably the fastest way to grind it out, but there might be another way that's faster that I don't know of. This is an ability you get later in the game, but it's pretty cool. It allows you to send bullets back at enemies, and then this is your trophy for beating the main story of the game. So again, it's a very easy platinum trophy overall. I mean, you can actually play the game on the easiest difficulty if you want, and you won't end up having any issues whatsoever, but I don't recommend it because you're going to level up a lot slower that way and get fewer rewards, so everything's going to feel like it takes longer. So, level 713, 10%, 19,821 total trophies, 485 platinums, 2,805 golds, 5,294 silvers, 11,237 bronzes. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and see you for the next one.